Physical health has always been a big part of my life. I have been physically active since I was about 16, 17. My first boyfriend got me hooked on it. But since then, I feel like all of my exercises and everything that I've been doing to maintain my health, to maintain my physical body has changed so much. I have never stuck with the same habit, with the same days of exercising, with the same amount of time I exercise. So in this video, we're gonna go over one of the habits that actually stuck with me for about like a year and something, I would think. I've been doing Pilates, stretching, and yoga. And in this video, I'm gonna tell you what I learned. Well, first of all, I know it's a big commitment when you think about it, that you need to actually find time in the day to just dedicate to your physical health, just for yourself. And when you are have so many things going on at the same time, if you are a parent especially, it's kind of hard to find those moments. And the number one thing that I do, and I've been doing since my children were born, my second set of children, it was a bit a different situation with the first one. Since they were born, I started doing everything with them in the same space, just so they don't feel like they are being left out because they still need me around. So what I learned is they really don't care what they are doing with you as long as they are doing something with you. So if you want to include your children in any kind of your physical activity, or if you don't want them to be left out and for you to just be doing that on your own all the time, include them. Buy them some of those yoga mats. I bought some yoga mats for my children just from Amazon, like simple little yoga mats. And yes, they do interrupt me. Yes, they try to climb on me. I don't always get all of my reps in, and it's not always a perfect workout, but it makes them feel included. And I always say a bad workout, a bad stretch, a bad yoga session is still something. At least something got done and your children didn't feel left out. So what I usually do is I try to block out the time, and I'm trying to keep it the same time every day, just so it sends kind of a message to my children that this is the time that I'm working out, or we are working out as a group together, or we are stretching and doing some kind of exercises. And by doing that, it sets up a particular boundary that they know that, oh, this is the time when we're doing that, and they are not looking for any other activity. So I do it usually after I pick them up from daycare, from school. We get home, I feed them obviously, and in about 15 to 20 minutes, I would pull the mats out. I would make sure that any kind of devices are off, and I just have the music on. I try not to put the TV on for us to follow someone. It's really distracting for children. It would be great for me. I do it when I'm on my own. There's a couple of girls that I follow that are doing yoga. I'm gonna link them down below. But for children, they have such short attention span, as we know it. It doesn't work. So I try to do whatever I remember from my memory, all of my exercises, and they usually join in. And even if they disrupt me, even if it's not a full blown on workout, if I do it 15 to 20 minutes a day, I am happy. I am happy with the results. I am happy the way I feel, and I don't dwell upon the fact that, oh my God, I didn't do my weights or I didn't go for my run. I still need to maintain a certain level of energy for my children, so I try not to exhaust myself when I'm working out. When I was younger, I used to exhaust myself. I really used to push it very hard. Even this year, I'm gonna stick to the same habit. I'm taking it lightly. I'm taking it lighter on myself, not necessarily just because of the age, but because of in general, we shouldn't be that hard on ourselves. If you are not training to be in the Olympics, then don't push yourself up to that extent. Have some compassion towards your body. It goes through a lot during the day, and you don't need to be pushing it to that extent. Let's be honest, stretching has numerous physical and mental health benefits, and we all know that. First of all, it's so good for your joints. You feel like you are much leaner because your bones kind of align. Your extremities are all stretched out. You feel taller. You know, everyone kind of shrinks with age, but I feel like I got not taller, but straighter. Like my posture is on point most of the time. And that is all thanks to stretching and to Pilates for that matter. I truly believe that we all should be doing weights, but I find that weights were really heavy on me and my joints were bothering me after that. So I was thinking that at this point and at this stage in my life, I want to maintain mobility and I want to maintain my physical health, but in a more simple manner. So I'm sticking to my own body weight, and I might not build muscle a lot, but I'm keeping the muscles that I have in good shape. So by doing Pilates, you improve your range of motion, you increase your circulation. I think I saw it in the last, I would say 6 months. Actually, I am feeling much lighter on my feet. My head doesn't hurt that much, and this is thanks to a headstand. I tried to practice how to do a headstand during my yoga training, and it didn't always work out for me because I feel like I'm losing the sense of control, like I'm not in control of my own body, so I didn't quite like it. But in the last couple of months, I started actually doing headstands. It does fantastic work for your body. When you do the headstand, all of the blood that circulated down to your feet comes back to your head. You feel so much, I don't know, my brain works better after headstands. You get all of that blood and all of that oxygen back into your brain. You feel so much better. You don't need to be doing it for 10 minutes straight. Probably it's not a good idea to be doing it for 10 minutes straight. Just a couple of minutes a day. Try to put it in your regular exercise, in your regular stretching. 2-minute headstand, 1-minute headstand. It's gonna do wonders. The change is not gonna happen overnight. It's gonna take so much time, and because you're going to be doing it lightly, expect light results. You won't see abs and you won't see like a lot of muscle definition, but you will see a certain shape. I started noticing it about 6 months into doing it daily. You start to notice that your body is going back to the way it was when you were younger, maybe your pre-children body. Because when you are building muscle, it kind of shapes your body in a different way. But when you're just leaning and when you're just stretching and doing Pilates, you are working the muscles that are already in your body. And by doing that, you're kind of shrinking them a little bit. And I found that it didn't shrink me, but it defined me. And I find that now, being almost 40, that my body is in better shape and I feel much better physically than even 10 years ago. You are going to become leaner, and I cannot repeat myself enough. For a woman, I find that it's extremely feminine and beautiful to be lean, to have that particular shape to her body that doesn't necessarily imply, you know, big extremities and very thick and big muscles as a man would look. But I do truly believe you should have certain definition, but not to the extreme. And being a woman and being a mother, we should really embrace the way we look and the way our body is built, and not try to make any kind of major changes. Major changes should have been done maybe 20 years ago when you were just developing. But if you are already set in your ways and you have children and your body changed obviously after going through birth and after going through pregnancies, so don't stress too much and don't expect any kind of change overnight. You are going to feel that much more feminine in your own body without trying to build this crazy muscle and to build this crazy figure. Your balance is going to improve, your coordination is going to improve, you are going to be much more in control of your body, and you are going to be stronger. And I noticed that because my children are growing and they're getting heavier, and it's that much harder to, you know, pick them up. And sometimes they do. Even my 4-year-old, when he sees me picking up my 2-year-old, he would get a little bit jealous and he wants to be picked up. So I find that this is like resistance training, and my body is much more adjusted and it's much more ready to actually take on whatever responsibilities I have as a parent, because I am working my own muscles. And when I pick up my children, I can feel that I have that much more strength and I don't feel as tired. That's why I don't do anything over 20 minutes when it comes to my workout routine. As a woman, you really should do the vacuum exercises. Again, I'm following a girl on YouTube. I really like the way she does her vacuum exercises. I'm gonna link her down below. When I get a chance, I would watch and I would remember what she was doing, and then I would be doing it in front of the mirror. It really does help. Pelvic floor exercises really does help as well. If you have children, if you are a mother, I'm sure you do need a little bit of help. That's what I mean when I say that I do exercises and I do Pilates and I do yoga. It's everything that my body feels comfortable doing, whether it's vacuum, whether it's pelvic floor exercise, whether it's push-ups, whether it's pull-ups, whatever I can do with my own body. I don't have any kind of equipment. I only have the little hand supports. I'm gonna link them down below. I got them at Lululemon, and that's about it. Pilates is a form of mindfulness which can help you reduce stress and improve your mental well-being, and I really truly stand by that. It really got me feeling better. My therapist is telling me that this is my way of coping with grief. And you know what? If anything, I would rather choose this way of coping with any kind of trauma, with any kind of grief, being physically healthy and being physically active. Even if it's just 20 minutes a day, even if it's just 10 minutes a day, it doesn't matter. As long as something gets done. Something needs to be done on regular basis in order for you to maintain, just like you feed yourself every day. You put food into your body because you need to live. The exact same way applies to your body. You need to move it. Motion is life, so keep on moving. Thank you for following. Thank you for watching. My name is Valentina. I am a mother. I am a business owner. I'm a content creator. I'm trying to do it all. And on top of that, physical health is one of the main topics of this channel. And I truly believe that you shouldn't go to any kind of extreme. You can still be physically healthy by doing minimum input. I hope you enjoyed this video. I'm gonna link down below everything and all of the channels I discussed here. If you are inclined to do so, please check out my habits class I have on Skillshare. I'm gonna link it down below. Subscribe to my newsletter and stay healthy and stay fit. And I will see you in my next video.